Someone is using you in plain sight, and you won't believe why. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone is using you in plain sight, and you won't believe why. Now, somebody drop in the comments and say, I know you using me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I know you using me. Now, listen, y'all, I'm going to play God's advocate on this. I used to have this bad, right? Where I used to say, oh, they using me. They using me. But see, the question I should have been asking myself is, why do they feel comfortable using me? Braxton moment. But what I want y'all to understand is there's a difference in between utilizing and using, right? Utilizing and using. Let me differentiate the two. So when a person is utilizing you, this means that they are accepting what comes with you. They are accepting the benefits that comes with you. They are allowing you to give to their table and pour into their cup. They are allowing you to, right? Because they are utilizing you for the value that you can bring to their lives as well as their table. All right, utilizing. A great example of this, y'all, would be a relationship that is 50-50, or I would say 100-100, right? Because I believe you do got to give 100% on both ends. But y'all get what I'm saying. That's utilizing, okay? Maybe the man pay all the bills, the woman take care of the household. That's a real thing, okay? Or maybe the man takes care of majority of the bills and the woman pitch in here and there 30%, right? He taking care of 70%, he taking care of 80, she take care of the 20, whatever. But that's utilizing one another, right? So that's a great example. But when you're talking about using is when a person ain't giving, they ain't reciprocating, they ain't trying to help, they expect for you to take care of it all. And then they get a little tube whenever you're like, hey, you're going to carry your end, right? This is their end. That's the difference between utilizing and using. When you utilize, hey, I'm using you for what you're good for just as well as you're using me for what I'm good for. But when a person is using you, okay, this means that they ain't, hey, I don't want to give. I want to be a taker. Now, granted, y'all, giving is the secret to abundance. But let's make sure we understand who we're giving to. Because there is a such thing as giving to the wrong person. I'm going to just be honest, y'all. That's my opinion, right? But listen, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this banger. As y'all can see, we are outside connected with nature. I ain't going to lie, y'all. It's pretty scorching out here. It's hot. But the sun is coming up and down, as y'all can see. Beautiful Saturday. Okay, I think it's what? The 17th or the 18th. One of those days, if you will. I want to say it's the 17th, right? Y'all can fact check me in the comments. Y'all see where my head at. I ain't been looking at the calendar. I just been working. But sticking to the point, y'all. Yes, we're out here connected with nature. So whenever y'all get the time, y'all be sure to do so. It's always good for the mind, body, and soul. And I'm sending nothing but love, peace, prosperity, and happiness to the family. All right. If you're having a terrible day or a bad day, hopefully this video is a pick-me-up video to let you know that, hey, man, it can always be much worse. All right. Appreciate the blessing that you have. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Appreciate your blessings. But anyway, y'all leave a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Number one, y'all, the first reason why they are using you in plain sight is this right here, y'all. You are emotionally attached to their problems. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are emotionally attached to their problems. Yes, y'all, I said it. When you become emotionally attached to another adult's or grown person's problem, then now you have created another problem, all right? Now, what I mean by that is, y'all, you begin to treat adults like your kids, okay? How would they take care of their hospital bill? How are they going to eat? I can't believe that they're going through this. I got to come to the rescue. You almost become like a Captain Save-'em. You know why? Because you are emotionally attached to their problems. Listen, y'all, sometimes you got to have the stranger mentality, meaning Just because you're going through it doesn't mean that it automatically fits my life, or it automatically is, I'm attached to it in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. You got to have that stranger mentality, because guess what? When you tell a stranger, hey, I'm going through it, or hey, I got this going on, they're going to say, hey, man, I really hope you figure it out. Hey, man, I really hope you get it. But they're not about to go into their pockets, right? They're not about to go into their purse or their pocketbook, or dive into their bank account and help you out. Now, you may get you a unicorn or two who just want to be a good person, a nice individual, right? I'm a good person, so I will help a stranger. But listen, y'all, by and large, you're not going to get strangers to just go into their pocket and help you on GP. I'm talking about, I just met you, I just seen you, and you're telling them, hey, my baby needs some food. She need Pampers, she need diapers. He need this, he need that. They're going to be like, hey, man, I can tell you how to go get it, but I'm not about to just do it for you because I don't know you. You could be lying to me, right? Stranger mentality. But sticking to the point, y'all, when you become emotionally attached to a person's problems, you automatically start seeking solutions. You automatically start seeking ways to help. And that is okay. But you can't help a person who don't want to help themselves, right? It's okay to try to pour into a person. It's okay to try to motivate a person. It's okay to try to encourage a person, right? That's okay. But when you want it better than them, that becomes a problem. I seen this guy on IG the other day. He's a music producer, a music manager, right? And he was like, I can't want it better than you. Meaning, when you are a manager, you can only encourage and influence the artist so much, right? Like, I can't do it for you. I can't create your content. I can't, post your posts. I can't do your videos. I can't create music for you. At some point, you got to do what you got to do for yourself. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? But he's going to, or she's going to destroy themselves trying to, whenever they become emotionally attached to their problems, right? So again, y'all, whenever you become emotionally attached to another person's problem, you are placing unnecessary stress on yourself. If they're not trying to solve it, then you shouldn't be, become a mathematician or a science teacher or a science professor trying to make something happen. All right? They got to make it happen. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you make it happen. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you make it happen. That's one of our biggest problems as a chosen one, or as chosen ones. We become emotionally attached to people's problems, consistently trying to help them, consistently trying to pull them out of a hole that they dug for themselves, consistently trying to build them up after they continuously tear their own selves down. When you become emotionally attached to someone else's problem, then you're going to create a bigger problem. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2, second reason of why they are using you in plain sight, right in front of your eyes, is this right here, y'all. You're patient to a fault. Yeah, y'all. You are patient to a fault. It doesn't mean that you have a lot of time, but it does mean that you tolerate a lot more than you should. See, your time is very valuable, right? And you don't like to waste time. But if you can see something in someone, if you believe in someone or something, if you think that this person is going to change, or even if you feel as if it's worth it in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you will be patient, right? So, for instance, y'all, let's just say you have a child. With a child, it's going to require a lot of patience. You can't be yelling at your child, talking about some, stop crying, shut up. You can't be, hitting on your child because they crying at 3 in the morning. You just got to get up. They ain't asked to be here, right? So understand something, y'all. There's things that you can be patient with and things that you got to know when to cut it, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, cut it, okay? So once again, y'all, when it comes to, you having patience to a fault, they know this. They sense this. They know who to go to because they're going to have patience with them. And they know who to go to, right, when they're looking for a quick fix, a quick solution, a quick dollar, a quick plate, right? A place to stay, a place to lay their heads. They know who has the patience and they know who does not. And you have patience to a fault. You know why it's to a fault, y'all? Because you tolerate it to a level to where it will put you out of a place. You tolerate their inconsistent and dysfunctional behavior until where you begin to emotionally abuse yourself, right? So when you are accepting a person's behavior for so long, at some point it becomes enabling, okay? It becomes enabling. And when you are enabling, this means that you are allowing a person to function at a low vibrational level. You are allowing a person to function on a low frequency. You are allowing it. This is what happens when you are patient to a fault. Now, I know what you're thinking. Reno, I don't want to give up on my friend. I don't want to give up on my family. I don't want to give up on my relationship and my marriage. And here's the thing, y'all. Believe it or not, I actually encourage love. Okay, I encourage partnership. I actually encourage, people to be together forever, right? However, I also encourage not to be emotionally abused, verbally abused, okay? And to allow people to waste your time, which AKA not value you. Yeah, y'all. When you go to the doctor and if you show up late, that technically means that you're not valuing your slot and they're going to punish you for it every time. Go to the doctor's office late and see what they say. Hey, do you think that we can reschedule? Yeah, because they need you to value the time slot. We got other people here who need to be fixed and healed. Medicine, appointments, right? They can't be patient to a fault. And that's the same thing with yourself. You cannot be patient to a fault because people will take advantage of your patience. People will take advantage of the time that you are investing in them. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. This is why they're using you in plain sight, because they know you're going to continue to enable them and you're going to have that patience, right? Number 3, it's going to be this right here, family. You've been fooled by potential. Yeah, you've been fooled by potential. Don't feel bad, y'all. We all get got. All right? When a person has potential, you see them for who they can be. You see the best in them, right? So when I think about, I don't know, y'all, a 2000 Toyota Camry that has 100,000 miles on it, right? The body is decent, but it can have some work on it. Understand something, y'all. Somebody may look at it and say, ew, that's a 2000 Camry. Somebody else may look at it and say, yo, that's a 2000 Camry. It only got 100,000 miles on it, and them Toyotas be running, right? And so a person may say, man, I can put money into this car and I can get it to its full and truest potential. That just may be the case. It just may be the case. But what if you start putting more money into the car than you are actually getting back in terms of performance with the car? Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? See, this happens oftentimes when it comes to the people in our lives, right? We seen their potential. Man, I see she working on that business. But what happens when she's been working on that business for 20 years and she ain't even got the LLC yet, right? Man, I see that he done stopped drinking. Well, what happens when this is an ongoing process of he stopped drinking, then he start back. And this been going on for 15 years. But you've seen the potential, though. See, I encourage people not to get in a relationship, marry, or befriend off of potential. It got to be what it is. Now, when you play God's advocate, somebody got to believe in you. Yep. And sometimes people don't have a track record of who you are. So it takes a person to take that chance on you. However, It can be very dangerous when you take that chance. So my fix to that would be do research on a person, study a person. Don't just do it off of impulse, meaning because you felt this way. That's an emotional decision. So understand what I'm saying, y'all. When it comes to seeing their potential, you will keep accepting things from them. You will continuously allow them to do certain things. Why? Because of the potential. But potential is only dormant ability. If they maintain that potential for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30 years, then you have been finagled, finessed, and bamboozled because of the potential. I bought this car because I thought that it would ride nice at some point. I got in a relationship with this man or woman because I thought they would morph into another person or transform or transcend, right? I started going to this church because I thought that they were going to uplift and encourage. I've seen the potential in that church. And this is just in life in general, y'all. Okay? Understand what I'm saying. You can't indulge or engage with someone or something because of their potential, right? Moving on to the next thing, y'all, is going to be number 4. That is, you love them. Yeah, you love them, y'all. You love them. I had to throw this one in there because this right here is probably one of the most underrated. Think about it. All the things your mama did for you because she loved you, right? You done been fighting in school, done got kicked out of class. The teacher stayed calling my dukes. But guess what? She still take you out to eat because what? She love you. Now, obviously, mother love will be different from any other person love, but the point still remains. When you love a person, you do things that you would not have done if you did not love them, right? Which means you accept mediocrity a lot of times when you love a person, which means you accept a person not reciprocating your energy when you love them. Why you think you have certain people who obsess over certain people, but they can't get that person or that particular one to obsess over them? They're doing it because they love them. And here's the thing, y'all. Love don't go away overnight. So here you are buying their dinner, paying their cell phone bill, paying for clothes, right? Pouring into them, allowing them to eat off you. I mean, the list goes on, but they're not doing it back for you. At this point, it's turning into a straight up plain in day, using you session. But the reason why you're doing it is because you love them. And this is why you got to be careful of who you love, okay? Next thing, y'all, number 5, which is the last one, esteem and alone issues. Yep, I said it, y'all. Esteem and alone issues. You know, y'all, I had a counseling session with a guy, and I was telling him pretty much about my situation when I was in a relationship. And I asked this question. I think that this gave him the insight. I said, man, do you think that I would find another woman like her? Or no. I said, do you think that it's possible to find a woman like X, Y, and Z? And he was like, I'm going to tell you this. That's an esteem issue. That's a self-esteem issue. And I said, what you mean? He said, you have to feel like you deserve to have a good person or a good woman in your life. And that stuck with me, y'all. It did. He said it was a self-esteem issue. See, family, sometimes we accept people using us because we don't feel like we deserve anything else better. So we allow the abuse mentally, emotionally, verbally, psychologically. We allow the mediocrity. They're not pouring into us spiritually. They're not on our level mentally. They're not even giving the effort that you're giving, right? Because of the esteem. If this person leave my life, I don't think that I will even get another one. I don't think that this person is out there. I don't think that there'll be another individual who will even take me serious. It's a real thing, y'all. because it's rooted in trauma. It's rooted in what you've been through. It's rooted in what you've seen your mama go through. It's rooted in what you've seen your daddy go through. And this is why you have to think bigger than your environment. You got to think bigger than what the things that you've seen. You got to. Or else you would think that that's the only thing you are susceptible for and to. Make sense, y'all? Now, alone, right? We're still on number 5, y'all, for those who are getting confused. Esteem and alone issues. Let me get to that portion. So the reason why I added alone to it is because when you have alone issues, y'all, what happens is, when you have esteem issues, what happens is you can't be alone. You need that battery in your back. You need that person to tell you that you're doing a good job. You need that person to see your greatness. You need that one person. Family, it can just be one individual. You don't even got to have a lot of people around you. But what does it cause? Whenever you don't have that person or those people around you, it causes you to feel low, despondent, right? A sense of melancholy, right? You start feeling as if you ain't doing your stuff, and you know you're doing your ish. You know you're doing it. But whenever they're not around, you don't think you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? So understand something, y'all. That is an esteem and alone issue, right? Of why they are using you in plain sight. They're not even hiding it no more. And please, family, don't take this as if you're doing something wrong. Don't take it as if you're a terrible person. Don't take it like that. Take it as a moment of growth, because we've all been there. And sometimes, y'all, I find myself there to this day. So understand what I'm saying, y'all. When it comes to allowing people to use you, don't allow them to play on your good heart. Don't allow them to play on who you are as an individual, meaning a good person, right? Don't allow them to play on that. But with that being said, y'all, we're going to conclude this video, all right? Starting today, we cutting off individuals who are trying to use us, all right? Or we're going to withdraw and pull back from individuals who are using us, okay? That's the solution. But family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, get a Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, all right? Not only that, y'all, but be sure to enroll into my social influence course and get ready for RMA, y'all, Rich Mentality Academy. It's coming real soon. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.